apart from beer and flatulence. Come on! Come on! Stage calling you! Performers, showmen, show all of them. Sicil, what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence. You there, you look like an actor just waiting for his big debut. What is it this time? Katerina's? Tell me when you're ready to begin. Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. But I'm sure you'll do, just not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to...
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated. Not long now. The audience is just about to take its seat. A few more moments, and the crowd will be all settled. The stage is yours.
Well, what's the hold-up?
When did you say this was supposed to start again? Simply marvellous!
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Good show! Oh, I hope there's an encore!
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before.
Fantastic!
The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
Fantastic!
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home.
Bravo!
They like you. They really, really...
Can't you hear the stage calling you?
That was really something else. I'll never forget
What
it.
is it? This... Oh, here. Not planning on playing to an empty...
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffle. Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is sure to knock the crowd's socks off. As soon as they settle into their seats, that is. The stage is yours.
Well, what's the hold-up?
The crowd is completely appalled by your retelling. Are you...
What is it? Oh, here. Not planning on playing to...
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity. Not long now. The audience is just about to take its seat.
I should get a doctor.
A few more moments and the crowd will be all settled. The stage is yours. bursts into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Fantastic!
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before.
Oh, I hope
The
there's an
crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
Fantastic!
That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home. They like you. They really, really like...
future of entertainment!
This here is the greatest illusion!
My word!
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Seal what you're made of. Quite flatulence.
Have some pity. Ah, a familiar face. It seems even my... And even when there's no crowd to speak of. Or, I don't know.
Just waiting for his big debut. You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Cruel fortune.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Join the Spice Club if you've got an eye for bar potatoes.
Well, Mayor says...
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels.
Need something
Rack.
more advanced.
Mayhem.
Is there no new book to be discovered in this library? No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
Cash dinner.
The Encyclopedia Demonium. I know it by
Then I'll have
heart.
to pay yet another fine.
The Lesser Key of Sarakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too.
Place this
Most
book
promising.
here. A volume of poetry among novels. Rack. Mayhem.
Demonology for
Volume one,
dumbbells.
Volume
Ugh,
2.
I need
Where's the
something more
third one
advanced.
gone?
The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum.
Sometimes I think these
And
books
the
grab
first
with legs
edition,
in the
too.
night.
Most promising. No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Pseudomonarchia
Place this
Daemonum.
book here.
And the first
A volume
edition,
of
too.
poetry among novels.
Most promising.
Rack. Mayhem.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Rack. Mayhem.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Kaj Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned.
The lesser
Teleron will have to
key
pay
of
yet another
Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Kaj Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stentiken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Volume 1, Volume 2. Where's the
Demonology
third
for
one gone?
dumbbells. Ugh.
Shatsu.
I need something
Sometimes I
more
think these books
advanced.
sprout little legs
The
in the night.
Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too. Most promising.
The knight in see-through armor, blushing bottom, Stentiken.
No,
Esmeralda
this isn't
does
the
have a
grimoire
propensity for
I'm
all
looking
things
for.
naughty,
The
hasn't she?
Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too. Most promising. Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh.
Princess
I
Buttercup
need
with the
something
blushing
more advanced.
bottom, Stentiken.
The
Esmeralda
Encyclopedia
does have a
Daemonium.
propensity for all
I
things
know it by
naughty,
heart.
hasn't she?
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. Is
Volume
there
1,
no new
Volume
book to
2.
be discovered in this
Where's
library?
the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too. Most promising.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
The lesser key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels?
No,
Rack.
this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout...
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart. No, this isn't the
Place this book
grimoire
here.
I'm looking for.
Volume of poetry
The
among novels?
Pseudomonarchia Daemonum.
Rack.
And the first
Mayhem.
edition too. Most promising. No. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
A source hunter! Oh, what a sight for Smee! I live alone here in town. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring, and for my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Orius now and then. But then those that band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them.
No.
Fantastic!
My word!
By the seven! What a tale!
What is it this time? Well, I must say that was, well, impressive. A bit like myself during my blue. Oh, here we go. Not planning on playing.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated. A few more moments and the crowd will... Not long now. A few more moments and the crowd will be all settled.
By the seven!
The stage is yours.
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Oh,
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
bravo!
That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home. They like you. They really...
You there? You look like... What is it this time? Don't let your head swell too much now. I may have quite enjoyed your last performance, but I'm not one to gush. Oh, here. Not planning on playing to an empty...
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a... Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is sure to knock the crowd's socks off. As soon as they settle into their seats, that is. The stage is yours. The crowd seems to know the tale. They wholly approve of your beginning.
Simply marvelous!
Bravo! Simply marvelous!
The crowd is thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
Bravo!
Bravo!
Oh,
The crowd seem quite impressed with your delivery. Keep it up.
simply marvelous!
The crowd gasps. They're on the edge of their seats. Go on. Push them over.
Marvelous!
Gasps ring out across the audience. They must know how it ends. They simply must. The crowd explodes into applause and appreciation. You've woven them a tale of desperation and hope, and they are alive with...
It's the future of entertainment!
Took my breath away, it did.
What is it this time? Bravo! Bravo! Well, I'm certainly not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. That was, well, nearly... Don't you have an impressive library here in Sicil? I'm sure that beast of a librarian could rustle something up for you. You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
By the seven, what a tale!
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Sicil, what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence. You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. Entertainment is Katerina's #1. As I said, speak to Master Chaucer.
Fantastic!
Sigurd himself that the king had a great thirst.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Warm as dragon's breath.
Well, hello there.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Toasty.
Greetings. These stores are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest.
Don't let that rooster escape. He's already on the menu for tonight.
A chicken has the right to live too.
Yes, let's pardon him.
Why did you let my chicken escape?
I wish for you to try and screech more. The beast speaks, so you have a brain behind the barrel of all, have you? The cretin's question crossed her lips and ached an ear of aptitude.
Hey, Tom, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to this.
Greetings. These stores are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the seven.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Joking? I've been wrong. I'll be disfigured for life.
Leave the city is to venture
Come
into
on
danger.
with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious! She bit me. Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my.
Easy, Tull. That's the Source Hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city wall. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast.
Bit Talia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her...
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger...
After all, a fear...
Well, that's a relief, ain't it?
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than
That's it, troops. Train up while you can. The next orcish strike could land at any moment.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Source Hunter, I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I'm in Home Forest. Every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Those boots will embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
If you say it is so, then wary I will be. As the god wolf Amira commanded...
Shut! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Those boots will embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. Whom would you have the Legion arrest? The elf? What in the name of Ahu's...
He wants us to kill Victoria.
It's true. He is a danger.
So, he wants you to kill that savage the mayor calls his daughter, does he? Hardly seems a crime to do so. But I guess I cannot allow assassinations to take place. As I suspected. Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. He just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town. Not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not... The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a... What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. but I won't stand for such nonsense. If you must. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder shadows.
Get the shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir. Can you spare a coin? Attention! About face! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilians. Again! Cruel fortune. Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her. Even Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicily. The Count's so fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivella. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought. But I am Septimus, seventh son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sicile from day 1.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must, lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and Starstone. I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I... Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much.
Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything ab—
So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold...
Adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
Legion's greetings, Hunter. And what questions are those?
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens!
Not in the mood for cheese. An excuse is more honed than a slice of this fine Norman bear.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard Hunter?
Greetings, Source Hunter. I'm not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a...
Looking good.
Providing you can afford it, I'll be happy to supply you with all the gear you'll need while swinging swords alongside the Fabulous Five.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time. What do you mean, not familiar? Why, I'm only the most famous wizard this... And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted...
How fares your first quest, hero and hunter? Fabulously exciting, I'll bet.
Not in the mood for cheese. No excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Join the Sun Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. No excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
I'm telling you, a necromancer must be at work in Seal.
Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes. Here for your daily serving of veggies. Please partake of the plumpest produce.
Let's see. Tomatoes.
Ah, hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the... I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough. I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of... How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Not in the mood for cheese. No excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
The finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Lord, sir.
How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows. Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
You can choose the finest green.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly... I can understand your sympathy for that man, but feeding him for one day will hardly remedy...
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire...
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything, really. The Fabulous Five, eh? That sounds like just the right opportunity for three brawny buccaneers like us. We'll go right away, thanks.
No, it is. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught.
Sauce? Here, it's size seal. Now that you mention it, I noticed Dietmar, a fellow merchant travelling with us, carrying a sealed box off the ship during the attack. At the time, I figured he was just escaping with his personal effects. But it could well have been that stuff. Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where it could possibly be now.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
Wife.
Is that why we never sail to Youthful Gore anymore?
Sailor, what news from the
Speaking of
mainland?
youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire...
I
really
suppose
thinks-
your example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
That inspiration, Hart.
The Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride.
No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicily? What? That weasel has it for sure. But I'll tell you this. I didn't speak of that stuff to a soul on board. If he's the one who took it, he must have known it was on the ship before stepping foot on. I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an outer-side beach somewhere. He's probably there now, trying to launch a vessel in private. If he hasn't already. Aye, that Cecil's worse than a rooster. Crowing all around town about matters he ought to know. For my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone. Overboard, stolen, or vanished into thin air. Wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. I tried myself, but sailors tend to be a bit tight-lipped when they're afraid of getting one another in some trouble.
John loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of
I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece now, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect.
Steady, boys, steady.
So what
we'll
do
be
they say?
leaving as soon
Well,
as we
what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece now, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence. So what do they say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
Slimy, leaking, rotting sea garbage.
I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece now, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. So what do they say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
Smell the sea air over this pot. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got a tolerance of the lot of my
I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece now, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my...
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely... My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this, perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach? She sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, a vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A
I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll...
Ah, I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youth, I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has...
You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement?
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet.
Let her live. If that potion were true...
You're right.
Bravo! I trust not only the potion...
You're going to regret this.
Maybe now you can learn...
A man in love with an orc? Bloomin' bullfrogs. Is he blind, stupid, or both? Imagine the hell-sent mongrel that'll crawl forth from that union. Why didn't you put her down while you had the chance?
Doom and gloom. Cast your gaze instead upon my fair, fanged filly.
One day, Moira. One day
Fie
you'll
on yourself for not preventing the whole affair. You better hope their little mixed breed doesn't grow up with this.
Oh!
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our shakes.
She wouldn't hurt a fly. I don't know.
This place reeks of orc stench. This place reeks of orc stench.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others. Courteous is my name. The Legion...
Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside? If it's conversation you're looking for, I'd recommend my comrade Florius. Or as for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse. Not that idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chatting up a thief than a minute arresting him. I only hope it... even thinking of him turns one into a gabbing.
God, duty's not so bad, hey?
Would be quite a bit better if I could do it in peace.
Well, a source hunter. A very hearty welcome to our humble warehouse. Have a look around. And don't mind if I pick your brain about the scoop around Undervale. I'm behind on my current affairs. That fusspot said what? Well, old loose lips will let that lowly backbiter know. So, something you'd like to say to my face?
I haven't a thing to say to you. I'm on duty.
Duty, indeed. Put up your fists.
Are you mad? We're guards, not drunks on the street.
Enough! Both what is this barbarism? Back to your post at once!
Sir, This is an important matter. A matter of honor.
Such matters are to be settled on your own time. Understood?
Understood, sir.
Such bickering is all that thieves need to sneak by unnoticed.
It won't happen again, sir.
It better damn well not.
That old spoilsport Horatius can gripe all he wants. I'm a bit...
Report?
Side sail, shiver me timbers, it's living me.
Well, tuck my tail and call me Bessie. A 2 feet address me directly? Huh, I thought I'd never see the day. Oh, me and my brother Bolden dragged this here cart all around Sicil, from dock to graveyard, and speaking of Bull, you ought to say hello to him. He's clairvoyant, you know.
I'm seeing 2 feet approaching me, and here you are. I'm Bull, the leading clairvoyant in Sicil. Of course, most winsome 2 feet, of course. I see,
I can't even smell the sea air over this rock. That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be.
What are ye staring at? Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off. Those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily... What are ye staring at?
I swear I saw a lady in red upon the beach.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Liberté, equality, and brotherhood for all will turn the wicked cleaver of decapitation upon you. Revolution is coming!
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter.
Be vigilant. Get the shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Attention! About face! To the barricade! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Those boots that embarrass a bridge crew get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
How can I help you, my friend? What? I'd never. If you must know, I was mere... What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. And what might those be? One of them failed? Who is the mongrel that dares to question my engineering expertise? I take it the mutt in... You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I used to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here, too. Yours, if you can find it. I really should invite Victoria one of these days, so she can... Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight, the enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. Yet I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. Call it instinct.
This combination doesn't seem to do anything.
So try another.
Welcome back to Seal Hunter. The Legionnaire at your service. You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead-infested wilds to me. You may have the right number of champions in your party, yet in experience I think you are most probably lacking. Of course, thank you for heeding...
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! You look like an artist waiting for his big debut. Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman there.
Still thinking about exploring the beach? You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. You may have the right number of champions in your party, yet in experience, I think you're lacking. Of course, the choice is yours, but thank you for heeding my words of warning.
Plenty of fish in the
Look
sea.
alive, my good man.
This gate will be short work for a well-equipped contingent of orcs. I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
Side sail, shivery timber, the sliver wheel.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Well, hello there.
Heavenly herring! Delicious
Don't talk to me. You're making me look. Can't you see I'm busy modeling? Obviously, someone's plumage is all those naysayers in the past. Bah! See what I've become.
Lordsome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an art element.
Those dark robes
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were a magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say. So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind, and in that regard, Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, she likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I've serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed.
Here I wait for thee in the... Yes. Yes. Victoria. She is the one who's... The ox, her name is Victoria. My name... By the filed teeth of Suruma Soul Shredder, the end is nigh. Bring a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Oh, golly gosh! One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Sicile with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in... But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one here... I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen. Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feelings, well, at the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? Oh, dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me. But of course, darling. Be my guest. Oh, my golly gumdrops, he did what? The nerve of the man. Oh, do calm down, Maxine. Compose yourself. Ah, there we are. Indignation has been dispelled. A nervous twitch suddenly makes Maxine... I don't care in the least.
What's with you bipeds and beer? No better drink than milk. Aye, so there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by... Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by among the waves it remains, I imagine. Won perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be the...
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you. Yes, she and I, as easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you, Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had... It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that...
Appears to be locked. Looking good. Might need to blow this one open. I am powerless to act.
Another perfect heist. You sneak with the subtlety of a tried-and-true cat burglar.
Why, thanks. I rather do, don't I? Ha ha! Few more heists, and I'll be a fat cat in no time.
I wasn't, in fact.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
I must douse these flames!
Things got pretty hairy there for a bit. I could feel the very Reaper breathing down my neck.
Don't you worry. As long as I'm there to heal you.
Thank you.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder you.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay.
Mood for cheese? That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens!
I give milk. I give wool. And what do I get in return?
Moo! Don't disturb Master Theliron now.
If you think black sheep are weird, try weird.
Sigurd himself that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
My word!
Today, I think, at King, the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew
Back
Elliot.
for more, I see. Well, I can't say I'm... Ha! Enter Reginald the Illusionist. We need our boys in red happy, relaxed, and ready to fight. Not wasting their energies cringing at a fool with a depressed rabbit in a borrowed hat. I think you've gotten quite familiar enough by now. I am...
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm... What do you call a source hunter who finds a way to draw a crowd away from where he or she would like to perform a clan? A resourceful hunter. Come now, it can't be that hard to...
Fantastic!
Come on! Come on!